Joshua chapter 17, verses 3 and 4. But Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Galid, the son of Meshir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons, but daughters. And these are their names of his daughters: Mahlah and Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they came near from Elzar the priest, and before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the princes, saying, The Lord commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brethren. Therefore, according to the commandment of the Lord, he gave them an inheritance among the brethren of their father. So, the Lord wants me to talk about Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. Okay? He wants me to give you the characteristics of these women so you can have another confirmation of who it is God is talking to. Okay? Holy Spirit is giving you confirmation after confirmation of the women of God that he is speaking to at this time that are about to receive their gifts and their inheritance. Okay? And the first daughter name is Mahlah, and her name means infirmity. Infirmity means the condition of being feeble, lacking physical strength because of age or illness. So if you are of age or you have an illness that is making you physically or mentally weak, or if you have a disability or disease that is causing affliction or a sickness or some type of impairment, then you have the characteristics of Mahlah. Okay? One of the examples of affliction or sickness that he gave was Alzheimer's, but this isn't the only one. Okay? That was just an example. Anything that is making you physically weak or mentally weak because of a disability or an age or of an illness. Okay? Mahlah also has the characteristics of a harp. So if you have the characteristics of a harp, you like to talk or write persistently and tediously on a particular subject. Okay, so if this is your instrument is a harp, if your instrument is a harp, then you like to write or talk persistently and tediously on a particular subject. The harp is symbolic of worship in heaven and as hope. The harp is also a symbol of angels in heaven. Why does the harp symbolize angels? To represent people's prayers as they praise Jesus Christ. So you are also a person who represents people's prayers. You represent the people who pray to Jesus Christ. Okay? You bring happiness and cheer to those who listen to you. The harp represents the bridge of love connecting heaven to earth. Your superpower is that you lower blood pressure, reduce heart rates, anxiety, and pain levels, and bring a sense of calmness and inner peace and emotional balance to your listeners. Okay? So you have people that listen to you, and you bring them a sense of calmness, inner peace, and emotional balance. And you also bring them happiness and cheer. to those who listen to you. You make them happy, okay? Which angel holds the harp? Uriel, the angel of music. Another angel that holds the harp is Ariel. David would also play the harp for Saul when God's hand was upon Saul, and it refreshed him, and the evil spirit departed from Saul when he heard David play the harp. And this is another reason why the harp is associated with angels in heaven. This is another reason why you are associated with angels in heaven, because of the sweetness that you bring, the happiness and cheer that you bring, okay, the calmness that you bring, the inner peace and emotional balance that you bring. Fun facts about the harp. It is the oldest instrument in the world, existing since 15,000 BC. A harp originates from words meaning to pluck. It might have strings, but it is no good tar. Another word for mala was pardon, and that means the act of forgiving or being forgiven for an error or offense. To forgive or excuse a person, error, or offense. A request for a speaker to speak something because one did not hear it or understand it. Can be used in formal or legal situations. Okay? So those are the characteristics of mala. You are a very forgiving person. You forgive error, offense, excuses. Okay? You may request for a speaker to repeat something if you didn't hear it or understand it. All right? Clarity. Ain't nothing wrong with clarity. You may seek clarity. Okay? It is in your characteristics to pardon people or to give pardons. The second daughter is Noah, the one that we're going to be talking about. Noah. Her name is spelled differently from Noah, the man who built the boat. Her name is spelled with an apostrophe between the O and the A, and that gave it a new meaning. So Noah means motion, the action or process of moving or being moved. So you were moved. Okay, if you are Noah, you were moved. A formal proposal put to a body, a country, or a state, or a committee. You were moved to a place. Okay, the Lord moved you to a place. He proposed for you to be a place, then he moved you there. An application for a rule or order or court. An application for a rule or order of court. Okay, direct or command someone with a movement of the hand or head. So you were moved by the hand of the Lord, the head in charge. You were moved. Okay. Propose for discussion and resolution at a meeting or a legislative assembly. So you were moved for the purpose of discussion and for the purpose of a resolution in a body, country, or state, or committee, or assembly. You will move for that person, for that reason, to start a discussion and to solve a problem. Okay? The basic meaning of motion means to change with time of position. So within time, your position has changed. Or orientation of the body, as well as your body. Your position in your body has changed within time. There are three types of motion. A rectilinear, which means a straight line path. A circular motion, which is a path that is in a circle. A periodic motion, which means one that repeats itself after a certain period of time. Okay? So there's three types of motion. A straight path, a circular path, and one that repeats itself after a certain period of time. What causes motion? Force causes motion, okay? All right, so The next one is Hagla. Hagla. Her name means his festival and dance. His festival means a day or period of celebration, typically a religious ceremony. A celebration in which a person event is remembered. So you could be someone who orchestrates funerals, or you plan funerals. An annual celebration or anniversary. You could be a party planner as well. An organized series of concert, plays, or movies. Typically one held annually in the same place. Events, celebrations with specific focuses. So you could be someone who owns a building and you host concerts or plays or movies in your building, typically around the same time, annually in the same place. You could do this with event celebrations. Maybe you just like one of those people that have that going on in your life. This is something that the Lord has blessed you with to be able to do and organize a series of events in a place. It symbolizes an expressive way to celebrate glorious heritage, cultures, and traditions. It is meant to rejoice special moments and emotions in our lives with our loved ones. Okay, so you do this, you bring people together, cultures together, traditions together, and y'all rejoice and you have a good time. And it evokes emotions and movements in the lives of the people that we love. So this is something that you do. You like throwing big parties and having fun. And meanwhile, while doing this, you are also glorifying the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You're not only just throwing parties and having fun and bringing cultures and traditions and heritages together and emotions and movements. You are also glorifying the Lord while doing so, because if it wasn't for the Lord, then you wouldn't be having this festival, or this festival wouldn't be, permitted. So you are glorifying the Lord while doing this. The next one is dance. So you are also someone who likes to dance. What is dance? A series of movements that match the speed and rhythm of a piece of music. The movement of a body in rhythmic way, usually to music within a given space for the purpose of expressing an idea or emotion, releasing energy, or taking delight in movement. So you are someone who likes to dance for the purpose of expressing an idea or an emotion. Okay, so you like to dance to show how you feel, or to express how someone else is feeling, or what somebody else is going through. Okay, and this is how you release energy to people. And this brings you joy. This brings you delight. You enjoy dancing and expressing yourself, or expressing how others may feel through dancing. Why are dances special? Certain movements and sequences convey different meanings and stories. Other meanings of dance are to perform, to skip, or leap as enjoy, move, or cause movement in the rhythmic way. So you could like to do gymnastics, ballet, ice skating. Okay, any of those type of things are included in other meanings of dancing as well. Okay, and you tell stories and express yourself with the different movements and sequences. Okay, in dancing. 7 elements of dance are space, time, body, form, and vestibular. Okay, these are 7 elements that you require. Okay, you need space, time, force, body, form, and vestibular. You need to know where to move, when to move, how to move, what you need to use in order to move. You need to know what is the structure, okay, what's going on. You need to know moves of balance and swings and spins. You need to know how it is and what type of dance it is that you need to be doing, what type of move it is you need to be doing. And this is all for the purpose of entertainment and self-expression. Okay, this is all for you to help be able to express, self-express, and while entertaining. Okay, so those are the daughters of Hagla. You are people who like to celebrate and throw celebrations, okay, and dance. You're dancers. Milka. Milka is, you are a queen, okay? The queen, the female ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits this position by birthright. So you are someone who got this position by birthright. Okay, both of your parents might be prophets. One might be a seer, one might be a prophet, but you got this position by birthright. The most powerful chess piece that each player has, and it is able to move any number of unobstructed squares in any direction along a rank, file, or diagonal on which it stands. Okay, in the Bible, the wife is the wife is the woman, and the wife is the queen, is the one who is married to the king, okay? The queen, she owns her body, her life, her destiny. She doesn't blame others for herself. She doesn't blame others for her situation. She takes full responsibility for her actions and fate. She does not rely on others to fix her problems, and she does not blame her environment for her problems. Okay, so what the Lord is saying here is, even though you are a queen, your environment might not look like so. Even though you are a queen, you still have problems. Okay, even though you are a queen, you still have responsibilities. Okay, even though you are a queen, you are not letting anybody tell you what to do with your body, your life, and your future. Okay, you're not blaming nobody for nothing that goes on in your life. You know who is responsible for what goes on in your life. Okay, this is queen mentality. We know what we are responsible for, okay? She owns her body, her life, and her destiny. Nobody is taking her body, her life, or her destiny away from her. She knows who she is. She knows what she stands for, and she knows where she's going. She doesn't blame anybody for the situation that she's going through. She takes responsibility for everything in her actions and her fate and the outcomes of whatever it is. She takes full responsibility because she knows of her actions. She weighs her actions, okay? She doesn't wait on anyone or rely on anyone to fix her problems. Okay? Now, it said the verb is for queen is behave in an unpleasant or superior way towards someone. And number 2 was convert a pawn into a queen when it reaches the opponent's back rank in the board. So a pawn can also be converted into a queen if it reaches the opponent's back rank on the board, okay? So if a person does enough work, put in enough work, and it reaches the kingdom, and she reaches the castle, and a queen has been behaving badly, unpleasantly, in a superior way towards the people in her kingdom, then hey, it looked like she can be replaced. So it looked like a queen can be replaced. If a man or a king refers to you as a queen, it is a term of endearment that implies that he sees you as someone special. Okay, and the last daughter is Tirzah. Tirzah means delight and pleasantness. Okay, delight means to give pleasure. So that's double pleasantness, okay? That's a double pleasantness, okay? To gain great pleasure, satisfaction, and happiness. Also means to be soft and tender, easy to mold, cut, compress, or fold, not hard or firm to the touch. Gentle, mild, warm-hearted, compassionate, comfortable, delicate, showing greatness showing gentleness and concern and sympathy, caring, kind, very loving. You're able to fulfill wishes, expectations, and need, or the pleasure that gives off these feelings. You are the payment of a debt or fulfillment of an obligation or a claim. You are what is felt to be owed or due to someone, especially in reparation of an injustice or a wrongdoing. You are the fulfillment of a need or a want. You are an achievement. Okay? Pleasantness means having qualities that tend to give pleasure to others. Easygoing and cheerful. You have an easygoing and cheerful disposition. Okay? You're very nice. Pleasing or agreeable in nature or appearance. You are attractive. People enjoy speaking and talking to you. You ease the friction of everyday work life. Okay? You make every, say for instance, if you work around people like to come to you and talk to you because you make things light. You are a fun joy to be around. You know, you're probably funny. It's just no stress around you. It's no stress. You know, it's light. It's very light around you. Okay? You probably like to write. Well, you do. You like to write. You have a great attitude. You're considerate of others. Being genuinely interested in others. So you genuinely are interested in other people, okay? You have tolerance for those who are different from you. So just because somebody is different from you, you're not trying to get them away from you. You don't think they're weird. You're genuinely interested in their difference. You're genuinely interested in it, okay? You are practicing having a clean mouth. Humility and a sense of humor. Okay, so maybe you have to practice having a clean mouth because of your sense of humor. Okay, which makes this is why people like you so much. Okay, you have a great sense of humor. A lot of people may desire you because of these characteristics. They associate you with pleasure. All right. So they associate you with pleasure. So therefore, a lot of people are going to desire you or desire to be around you. Okay. So those are the 5 daughters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. There goes the number 5 again. So those are the 5 daughters that are receiving their inheritance from the Lord, and those are their characteristics. Okay, so like I said, you might have a characteristic of just one daughter, or you might have characteristics of 3 of 5, 4 of 5, or 5 of 5. You might just be all 5. Okay, the Lord just wanted me to talk about the daughters and give y'all some more details on that. Okay, I think that's it and that's all. Those are the daughters that are receiving their inheritance from the Lord and their characteristics. Peace.